Hello my friends and welcome back to the ever awesome Distant Worlds. We are playing the Bacon mod. And right now we need Anti-Scamp to come in and kick things up with the humans. Yes, Anti-Scamp, our buddy, hates humans. The first thing he did when he was in the Collaborative series is declare war on these guys. We are going to do just that fairly soon. I think we're pretty much ready to go. Our second invasion fleet is refueling. It has 46 armor on it already. Still got some room for infantry too, so I think what I'll do, unless it's a rounding thing, but I'm going to come back into Zuma Prime, and I'm going to re-garrison all our armor. And then I'm going to pick up some infantry, hopefully. So these guys are all fueled up, and they're actually over at this fuel station here. So we are going to get you to load troops at Zuma Prime. Off you go. And the other, and we just got some numbers showing here. We're still in the red. Let's see. I had some comments too. Yeah, Jeremiah Springfield said, yeah, your money didn't last long. No, it did not. Back in the red. So anyways, we're going to load the troops here. And we have a troop fleet here, which was in the middle of retrofitting, but I think it's going to stop doing that. It's just done what it's going to do, so I don't think I'm going to wait for that any longer. We got tons of space on here, so I'm going to ungarrison a whole bunch of troops at this colony. Is that this colony? Yep. We already have armored forces ungarrisoned. Why are these all ungarrisoned? Did I not garrison them? Oh, anyways, special forces is what I want on this fleet first. So I'm going to actually garrison everything except them. I just want to ensure that they end up on that fleet of transports. So ungarrison those. So I'm going to pick them up first, just to make sure that they are indeed on the transports. So we will load. Get that going. We have some fleets in place. We have two fleets here. We have the Shakturi fleet, which is comprised of a bunch of stuff, and they're just in the middle of refueling. And we also have our two assault fleets. One's over here. It is refueled and ready to go. And the other one is over here at another resupply ship, I think we brought in here. Yep. Is that deployed? It is deployed, of course. So I am going to issue a refuel order to refuel right there. So get them fueled up. We'll take them in first, and we do still have debris ships. We have construction ships not doing anything, so come on in. And get those done. Yeah, I'll just bring those in. Should be fine. All right, so we'll get give it a couple minutes to get things going, and I get the feeling we might have to refuel this before we go in. I didn't give these much fuel, did I? 400 fuel. I guess that's enough. And this is the Bacon mod. I'm just not running with the gravity wells because it was slowing the game down too much, and viewers weren't enjoying that too much. Alien Tech Fleet, where are you going? Oh, I think I moved you there last episode or something. So we'll let you go. Yeah, I need a bit more defense up in this area because that's the first place they're going to come and hit me is up in here. And how is that? First invasion. Okay, we got our 6 special forces. So let's come back in here and ungarrison all the armor, or most of it anyways. Maybe I'll leave the green ones here. And we'll do a bunch of infantry. I don't know how many we're going to be able to take. I don't know. Should take some of these too. Well, we'll see how it fills up with those. So we'll just reissue that order. And we'll see what we end up with. Okay, second invasion's coming into homeworld now. Now I should set up some keys for these. So Assault Fleet 1, Control 1. Number 2 will be Control 2. Shakturi Fleet will be Control 3. First invasion is Control 0. And second invasion is Control 9. There. So those are easy access now. Just have to hit those keys. And let's have a look at how bad we're going to do when we do this thing. Wow, a lot going on in here. What do we got in the ground? Still the same amount. They're not increasing the ground forces at all. They still don't have a spaceport, but the Entons will be at war with us when we do this. Maybe not so much the Tikans, so we'll have to be careful when we do this attack. And then they got 2 defensive bases, which have to, all that has to come down before we land our troops. All right, how are we doing? 26 infantry, 42 and 32. So we got 28 fire strength on this fleet, and we got 27. That should be more than enough to take that. It's just getting in to get at it at this point. And what do we have going on here? Who are you? They're furious with the Lemurish. Ooh. They're formidable. They have 47,000 firepower. They are definitely formidable. I hope they're not coming in for an attack. Use me. Christopher Ridgman, reminder note. Construction ship. Where are we? Ah. Debris field. Just trying to see what is the most intact ship. I think they're all pretty damaged, so we'll just pick one. Alright, in you go. Crabbing spice discovered. Where did we discover that? We already have one source. 71%, and it's on TO4611 or 4681. Not investigated. Should be soon. That's not us though, is it? Nope. Okay. And one thing I missed, and somebody pointed out in the comments, I think it was H1 or 81HM, is when I was coming through these places earlier. See, we have 84%, we have 80%, and 83%. 54%, this would have been really handy. I completely forgot that we can increase that number with the terraforming facility. I should have built those on every planet. And when I had the money, and I didn't even think of it. I wasn't even thinking of that capability with this mod. So unfortunately, I missed that opportunity to increase the value of, or the quality of all of these planets, which is really, really ticking me off at this point, but oh well. And Jeffrey Brown also, he pointed out that when I was looking at these asteroid colonies, I said there was, where are we here? I said there's 11 billion on here. Well, it isn't. I'm so used to seeing an M behind this number when I'm looking at colonies that I just assumed that it was 11 billion. It's not. It's 11,000. So there's not very many people on those asteroid colonies at all. I don't even know whether it's worth worrying about. I guess they'll flip to a regular empire eventually. I'm not sure if that'll happen. I think they have to get to a certain size before that happens. That might not work. Okay, all fueled up, just about all fueled up. And you've picked up troops, and you are still picking up troops. But this could be a rounding thing. How much space do one of these have? Yeah, so we could still pick up 3 more troops. Are we out? No, you should be able to do that. There's no loadouts on this fleet, is there? I don't think I have those enabled. They always mess me up, so I don't run with them. No loadouts. Sometimes this setting will mess you up too. Where are we here? Use default troop loadouts in this screen here. So I'm going to click that off too and just apply that just in case that's kind of messing us up. So I'm going to reissue that order. Let's see if you load any more. Giant Kelter and the Temple of Eternal Blackness. We have discovered the Temple of Eternal Blackness, ancient ruins from a lost civilization. Investigate. And nothing of interest, which is pretty much normal for this stage of the game, I think. And the war between the Lemurish and the Great Enton sovereignty has ended. Oh, that's disappointing. I would have rathered the Entons in a war when we fire this up. Okay. Well, it looks like we picked one up anyway. Nope, there's a few more. All right. And no mission. I don't know why we have to do this more than once. Maybe it was that that setting. Load troops. Why can't I load troops? Load my troops, please. Do we not have troops to load? That might be the problem. And nope. How come I don't get a troop loading order here? Invasion Fleet 2. Right click. Okay, control right click. Why can't I get a load troop order here? Maybe we're full. I'm thinking we're probably just full. 480 might be a rounding thing. Yeah, we got 40 extra space in each one, so that's full. All right. Let's bring you down, and we'll issue you a refuel order in here. Off you go. And the first fleet. Yep, filling up nicely. I think you're probably as full as you're going to get. I would say we're good enough. So I'm just going to re-garrison anything we didn't pick up. Select everything, garrison, and we'll go to the other fleet, or sorry, the other planet, Zuma Prime, and we will select all, garrison. Okay, so that's all our ground troops garrisoned again, I think. Just double check on that. Why is nothing garrisoned? That's odd. I'm going to go through and garrison all these planets. Just don't want anything being picked up that I don't want moved. Oh, I know why. I went through and built a whole bunch of stuff on every planet. That's right. So every planet has big garrisons right now. This is costing a fortune, by the way. But necessary, I think, considering what's about to happen. Loris. Yes, definitely Loris. Garrison. A lot of prep work to actually get something like this going, isn't it? 80 pirates. Do this quickly. It's probably too engaging to watch, is it? And I already did that. Alright, so that should be everything garrisoned. Except what's on ships, of course. Alright, that looks better. So we have pretty big garrison levels at all our planets now. So I'm going to get you to come over and refuel over here. If I can get to that resupply ship, looks like we can. All right, on our way. So I'll wait for those to get a little closer to refueling, and then I'm going to take my fleets in and try to clear the skies in here. And we'll see how we make out. Hopefully better than our bank account. Yeah, I really did want to take that loan, but Well, what can I say? The bank of bacon kind of saved our bacon. And how's our spy doing? You still out and about, Azan? Where are we here? Yep, he's still out stealing research. You're stealing a territory map. Oh. I don't know why I got you stealing a territory map. I guess I just want to know where they were. And counter-espionage. I guess that's a good place for you. Steal the map of Lemurish Alliance. And Azan is back. Plasma focusing. Oh yes, we are trying to improve our Schacter firestorms. And where are they? Oop. They are... Ooh, one more try there, buddy, and we got it. That's going to help significantly. Azan. Hopefully you can get this done before we go to war here. So, what was it? The Imperial Shakturi Research... Plasma focusing, 1 year, 1 year, assign. That would be really nice to get those improved before we go into war. Let's have a quick look here. We go from 36 damage, 295 range, to 46 damage, 380 range. That's a significant upgrade. Plus bombard damage. Nice. I'll take it. Is there another level on that? There is one more level on that. Wow. Want bad. Want real bad. Well, we gotta wait for them to research before we can steal it. So I guess for now we'll leave the Shakturi in the game. Pretty easy to spy on, apparently. Oh, Azan can spy on anybody. Okay, we're still building some defensive bases as well. And hopefully they're showing up in the right spot. I'd like to know how this happened. That is so bizarre. That is definitely our base. And it's building somebody else's fighters. That is really odd. That is really odd. Cool, but odd. Alright, check our fleets again. Fuels, and well, you could use a little bit of a top up. Maybe we'll get you just topped up a little bit here while we're waiting. Refuel there. Alright. How powerful are they now? Oh, good lord, they go up like 10 grand every time I look at this. Soon, we'll do this soon. I'm hoping all their stuff is over here. We got time to get this done and over, hopefully. Oh, it looks like the Entons have a fleet in here now. Wow. What's going on in here? I have no idea what's going on in here. Ground doesn't look like it's getting any worse. Sand slug. And it's gone. And you know what? I'm going to turn these range circles off. They don't really do much for me. So I'm going to bring up Control E. I think it's just called range circles. I had them on there for a minute and then I just never used them again. No? I thought it was range circles. Range, maybe I spelled it wrong. Range circles. There we go. Must have spelled it wrong. Yeah, that's a little cleaner. All right, carry on. th Fleet of the Lemrish. Well, they're not at war with them. Or with us, sorry. Okay, let's take the Shakturi fleet and get you in here. I'm just going to come to the star. All right. Oops. No, I wanted the Shakturi fleet. Stop. This one. I want you in at the star. So you go on in. And we have Kinga Raporio commanding that fleet. I don't have a fleet admiral on this one. Do we have any fleet admiral kicking around? Shakturi fleet, alien tech fleet. How do you look? Ship maneuvering's down, 10% targeting, shield recharge. But fighters, countermeasures, damage control. Yeah, you're worth putting on the second invasion, or second assault. Off you go. What else do we have here? Abandoning the Shakturi, and you, Craig H. So Jen Air is going to be on our assault fleet too. You, I guess, will go to our assault fleet 1. You got a lot of red though. Not sure I like that. Sorry, Craig, but your traits kind of are kind of whining there. But we'll see what you can do. All right, in we go with some admirals and fleet. Troop generals. What do we have here? Ground attack plus 20. We got Ralpho Beta. Ground attack 21. Infantry troop strength 35. I'd say invasion fleet 1. No, invasion fleet 2. We'll put you on invasion fleet 1. Alright, so there's our troop generals. Ship captains are such a pain in the butt. I don't really even bother looking at them most of the time. I let them go do what they do, but I could take the time to maybe do it. It's just such a pain to put them on the right ships. You're better off just going out right-clicking and assigning them that way, but yeah. Okay, so bring you in. How's the first assault looking? You still need to refuel. I canceled that order, I think. Get that done. Got one ship here that needs it. Alright, so the second invasion is refueling. You're coming in for fuel now. What type of fuel do these use? I think it was still Keslon. Yeah. So you should be fine to refuel there. Did I ever? I don't think I did. Explorer. Yes, I do have. I have a Far Sight Center on my explorers. Where are all my explorers? I got one right here. That's a Shakturi. Do I have any explorers with my big scanners on them? These are still exploration or science ships. Huh. You know what? I don't think I do. Okay, never mind. I thought I could get one of my explorers with the Far Sight on them, but I guess I didn't upgrade those. Oh well. I guess we do this blind then. I usually have the explorers with the long-range scanners sort of sitting around outside my invasion area, but I don't have those. I just realized. Okay, you're ready to go. You'll be refueled. And one is now refueled. And Mad Monty has evaded detection after successfully stealing the Yossel territory. I don't even know who they are or where they would be. I think I was just trying to get him busy doing something. Yeah, they're over on this edge here. I really don't care. Other than Mad Monty, I think needs to go out and do other stuff again. Yeah, you're good for counter-espionage. We'll leave Mad Monty at home. So our first assault can probably go in. Second assault's pretty much ready to go. You can go in too. There we go. In we go. Okay, there's one troop general. Martin Randall is now on the invasion's second fleet. And we should see one pop in here shortly, I would think. And how's our fleet admirals doing? Still transferring. Just about ready to do this. Who's that 9th fleet in there? Gold supplies exhausted on Sandman 2003. Okay. I think we got plenty of sources of that. Yeah, who's this 9th fleet? Oh, they're being blockaded by somebody. Bene Gesserits are blockading the humans. How do Bene Gesserits feel about us? They're furious. Alright, they're not going to make much of an ally. We don't make deals with anybody that's not a reptilian anyways. That's the deal with this game. Independent colony discovered. I'm not really interested in running off and looking at that, but a bunch of Githerians. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we are pretty much ready to do this. I guess that'll be next episode. We're almost to the end of this one. Okay, refueling, refueled. Still waiting for admirals and generals here. Much longer. 2409 next month. Wow. Okay, I guess we'll wait for them. And it looks like they want us to do some intelligence, so I guess we'll maybe have a look here quickly. Azan is stealing research. And Mad Monty is doing counterintelligence. You're doing counterintelligence. More counter-espionage. Okay. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. I wonder if I can't. If I got enough time. What are these called? Okay. I wonder if I can get a science or an intelligence agent to destroy one of those. Anybody got the sabotage? You do, but you suck at it. You do. You really suck at it. And you suck at it too. Thinking I can maybe try and take down one of those stations, but oh well. Okay, well, I think we'll leave this episode here, and when we come back for the next one, we'll get this fired up and see what we can do about having the humans kick our butt. Use me. Use you for what? I think I was going to use you for something in here. Am I already using you? No. You're sitting right there. I must already repaired the ship he was going for. Okay. So do that. And who's that? The Entons? So the Entons have a 15 fleet sitting here. Looks like they also got a 4-pack in there. Okay, well, I'll call this episode to close, and when we come back, we'll get into this, and we'll see what we can do. If you're still with me, thanks for joining me, and we'll catch you next time.